when we have our bus like tonight, we put our sin racks in a bigger case so we can roll. But apparently we
Sin
can.
racks.
Yeah, that's a new term.
Sin racks.
Sin racks. We've been using Synergy for 5 years now, I believe.
And we tried a lot of different things over the years. I kind of let Fredrik decide of what gear to use, and it was a long time, maybe 5-6 years.
Yeah, we had the digital solution, and then something was missing. You missed a proper tube feel.
That's it, because I know he knows his guitar, like all the technical stuff of guitars. I just want a good sound. It doesn't matter if it's like digital from the 80s. I mean, as long as you can always tweak something, but in the end, every time that he has changed our setup, so to speak, it's always been for the better.
Stefan from Boutique Amps approached me with this solution, and also Göran, who builds our pedal boards at Sound of Silence. Check this stuff out, because you could fit 2 preamps and 1 power amp, 100 watt with 6L6 tubes, stereo if you like, or mono. We use it mono because we're 2 guitar players and there's no point really to run any stereo effects. We were, fuck, this sounds really good. And we've been using it as main rig since then, so that says a lot.
Yeah, I didn't really know what he meant. When he talked about it, it's like a cartridge. You just push it in there and it's a real amp, so to speak. But it's also smaller, so it was easier for us to travel because we have many flight shows all over around the world. So I have the kind of heavy, like metal rhythm and lead guitar sound in the Soldano, and what I call the old man rock sound, like a little bit of distortion, and clean in the other cartridge, which I mean, between those 4 sounds, I have everything I need, and also, of course, we play guitars with the piezo system in it, so with it, virtually 5 different guitar sounds.
And also the fact that the Syn rigs, the Syn 2, which is the mothership of the preamps, there you have the MIDI there, and we need that, of course, to be able to have our piezos on and off in the flick of a switch.
Yeah.
That's very important for us.
Yeah, we need to be able to control it with our feet.
Yeah, if we would be switching on the guitar, that wouldn't do it.
Yeah. So I think between, like I said, those 5 sounds, I have everything. That's basically my default setup. That's kind of what I need. And I'm also super interested in guitar tone, but I'm not really interested in the technical aspect of how to achieve them. While Fredrik he's constantly like, he reads, or like he knows somebody plays this and that, and he tries things out. So, but when we go into like a, say, studio environment, me and him are always like, yeah, that's good, that sounds good, or whatever. And also, of course, in the live situation, it needs to be. The digital solution, I found it to be a bit tiring on the ears for some reason. This feels more authentic. It's also one thing I have to say, which I never really had with the previous systems that I used. It's super reliable. It never broke down on me, ever. No, it's always there.
We've done a lot of flying tours when the gear gets beaten up quite heavily. Like, yeah, when you tour to South America, you fly between the show every day, and we all know what they do in airports with luggage.
You can see them. You're sitting on the plane and you look out, and it's like the airport staff just like, whoa, and I was like, that's my Synergy rig right there. But it's kind of, it can take a beating and still work perfectly, which is very surprising to me. I mean, I don't get stressed if stuff gets broken because it's not my problem to fix. We have like our guitar tech to fix that. But this, it's just been super smooth, sounds awesome, and it's super reliable and doesn't break down. And ultimately, when you're touring as much as we do, that's what you need, basically.
When we have our bus like tonight, we put our Syn racks in a bigger case so we can roll. But apparently we
Syn racks.
Yeah, that's a new term.
Syn racks.
Syn racks. No, but on the fly gigs we have separate cases for these. But still, they made it. And yesterday we flew from Romania,
Yeah.
and before that we flew the stuff to Romania, and
We lost all the equipment as well.
it was gone. But the
But we got them back.
synergy rigs worked.
Yeah,
The only thing that happens during all these years, we haven't changed the tubes yet. We have a spare rack system that we share. And in the Syn 2, the little tiny 12AX7 tube made a little hum, so you just switched it out and it was perfect. Yeah.
I wouldn't say, like, I like things to grow, like including, I don't know, tubes. But like, if they break down, yeah, I'll change it, but I wouldn't change it if it's still working.